guys! So for this video, I thought I would try something new, something that I've never done on my channel before, and do a makeup tutorial. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because recently I've kind of changed up my makeup routine and I think it looks really good. And I just wanted to film it in case anyone wanted some tips or just wanted to know where my products are from. And yeah, just film it for myself. I wouldn't know what the definition of this makeup look is or would be, but yeah, I would say it's like heavily inspired by Gabriette, so it's giving that type of theme. So yeah, I think we should just get started. I already washed my face, so okay, so obviously first off I look like an egg. Most importantly is to prep the skin. So I don't use the cream that came in this bottle or this jar. I just put the one that I use now. I forget what it's called, but it's just like very basic, like moisturizer for your face. So do that first. So that's done. Then we are going in with this. I got in Korea. It's been really good, and I'm very lucky that I bought like 3 bottles of this. It's called 24K Gold Collagen Whitening Ampoule Wrinkle Improving Beauty Essence that maintains shine and vitality in the skin. So the person in the makeup store just told me that I should use this before putting my makeup on, so that's what I've been doing, and it's been working really nicely. I think my skin looks very smooth and my makeup doesn't look that cakey with this on. Like, it's giving a good like shine to it. So yeah, I just put a bit of this. It's like a clear gel, I would say. For me, I don't know, usually when I do like skincare and all that, I do have a different skincare routine for when I wash my makeup off, but I just like to keep it a bit more lightweight when I'm putting makeup on, even though I don't use that many like thick products. I just wanted to keep it more lightweight. And then obviously I'm gonna use my Vaseline on my lips so they're not chapped when I put my lipstick on at the end. So then we go in with, I have 2 different primers. It depends on the day and like what I'm doing, but I have this. I've never heard of this company, but I got it for free for when my dance group performed for this Korean event, and it's called Born to Shine. It's a primer that also has SPF in it, and it's really nice. Like, I've really loved this product, but I'm scared to use all of it because I don't know where to get it once it's done. But yeah, it's Stay Glow Shimmering Primer Sun Protect Pearl Tone Up. It does have like a tint to it. I'll show you. Yeah, it looks like that. Like, so I don't know if this works for, I would assume it doesn't work for every skin tone. Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, which is this. And I think I'll be using this one today just because I'm going to be out in the sun for a bit. So it's like my SPF and primer in one. But for days that I'm going like out in the sun a lot, I do use a sunscreen. So this one that I got from Korea also. I don't know the brand of this, but it just looks like this. It's Pom Pom Purim theme. Then we move on to the actual makeup. First step is foundation, and I used to use, I think it was the Wet n Wild one, and I used it because I like to use more affordable products because I use makeup a lot, so I don't want to keep buying the same thing that's like really expensive that I'm gonna run out in like less than 5 months or something. So I really tend to go for affordable products. So I use this Rimmel London Kind and Free Moisturizing Skin Tint Foundation in the shade Rose Ivory. This is really lightweight, and I kind of picked this up on a whim because the Wet n Wild one that I used to use was out of stock. So I asked the person, like the shopkeeper, I was like, can you recommend me something more affordable and lightweight? Like the Wet n Wild one was very cakey on my skin, so I wanted something more lightweight. So yeah, this is literally like a skin tint, and I've really liked it. As someone who used to love the like very matte makeup-y look, I've been converted with this skin tint, so it's really nice. I would really recommend it if you guys want to try it out. And it's not a lot of product. Like, if you don't like it, it's fine, I think. So yeah, my method of application is a bit weird, but I just put it like on my face like this. Like just dot it around. Yeah. And then I use my sponge. But then also what I do, I saw this somewhere and I've just like kept doing it. I don't know if this actually has a big effect on my skin or the makeup process, but I saw somewhere that you should spray with setting spray each layer of your makeup to keep it on for longer. I haven't noticed any like visible differences, but I just do it because it's a habit now. So I use it's the same brand as this primer, which is Born to Shine. This is Stay Glow Shimmering Water Fixer setting spray. And it's been okay. I don't like the mist that much. I bought this one in Korea, which is really, really nice. Like it's very much like a mist. Like you don't feel the droplets a lot. I really like this one. And it's called All Day Tight Makeup Setting Fix by So Natural. Powder for room. I don't know. It just looks like this. This has been the best setting spray that I've used by far in my life. So, but I'm gonna use this until it runs out. So I'm just gonna use this now. And my foundation is on. I look like a ghost. Next we use my concealer. I've recently switched up my concealer as well. I used to use this one, which is the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. In the shade Light Ivory, which is good, but I realized that I really prefer this one. I've only used this like for a month or so, not even a month, I would say, maybe for a couple weeks, and I really, really love the look that it gives my skin. Like it's giving no makeup, you know? So this is the Revolution IRL Filter Finish Soft Matte Concealer. It's waterproof, and this is in the shade C7. I really love this concealer. So I just do a bit under my eyes because I do have quite dark circles. And then my nose. And then here. I mean, this shade is very much like my skin tone, so it's not like I don't really use concealer as like a brightening thing. Really, I just use it to make my skin look the same everywhere. Again with the spray. But for this, I'll let it sit a bit before I blend it. So this is when I start doing my eyebrows, and I use this NYX brow glue. It's the clear one, and I just set them down a bit. I think if I were to commit to one makeup brand and only use this makeup brand's products forever, I think it would be NYX, because at the end of the day, all their products are great and I usually gravitate towards them, and it's quite affordable, you know, for makeup, you know. You will see from later on I will have a lot of NYX products. Now time to blend this. I don't know how my posture is looking on camera. I hope I don't look like I have a gamer posture. Okay, I think that's good. I hope. Next up is bronzer. I don't contour really. I do contour my nose, but I just put like bronzer around here, you'll see. And I use the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I bought it in a set where it comes with the bronzer and the blush. So I use the bronzer and then I put the blush like on my blush spots. So, and I just use this type of brush. I don't know what this is supposed to be used for. It doesn't say on here, but I just use this for bronzer and blush. This has been really nice. I never used to use bronzer before because I really wanted to look as pale as possible, and I don't know why that was. I just liked the look of being pale, I guess, and also I was a bit scared of using bronzer, and I know I'm probably not using it correctly now, but I just put it in these parts here that kind of like enhance my cheekbones a bit, and it looks nice, and it's just not even just enhancing, but it just gives color to my face. Like I kind of like that instead of just being a ghost. I don't ever put it here because my bangs cover my forehead, so there's no need for that really. And then the blush. depends on my mood where I put my blush and what I do with my blush, like, I guess. But before, I used to be like a very persistent, like right under my eyes, like blush, like I would put it here. But I like this method more now that I like kind of stretch it out here and it kind of blends with the bronzer. Yeah, and this blush is not that pigmented, so you can build it up a bit. The blush that I used to use was super like pink, and if you use just even a little bit, it would like make your face look like a clown. And there's no problem with that, but I just think this looks a bit better sometimes, so I just use the same uh, bronzer for my nose contour. And it's just very basic, just, you know, creating shadows to make it look more defined. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference that much, I would say, but I just like how it looks, you know, just defining, just. Now we do my brows. I used to use the NYX one. I need to buy it again, but I've just been using this one because I have it. I bought this in Korea from Etude House. It's the Natural Brow Auto Pencil in Stone Gray. I don't know why I got the gray color, to be honest, but the sales lady was like, this color looks good on you, so I'm like, okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it just looks a bit off, and it looks very ashy because it's gray. But we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta finish this product. So yeah, I'm just gonna fill this in. And then we're gonna go over it with concealer to cover up the parts that I kind of messed up. So, yep. I don't know, guys. Does it look even? I'm gonna say it does. Now we bake. Not bake, but I put my loose powder. I learned a good trick, which is when you're using the powder, you put it on the puff and then you kind of pat it out on your hand so it's not that cakey and not that powdery on your face. And this technique has helped me out a lot. So yeah, just put it under my eyes and then on my nose, obviously. That's where I did the contouring. I don't really know if this does anything, but I just pretend it does. Here on the parts where I get pretty oily, my skin gets oily, here. I use the Essence Fix and Last 14-Hour Makeup Fixing Loose Powder. This one. Moving on to eyeshadow. One of my favorite parts now because it's very different from what I used to do. So my two main palettes that I use is this NYX Lid Lingerie shadow palette. It has all these different shades in it. I've literally had this for as long as I can remember. This one has been used and abused because there was a point where I only used this color for my lids, so yeah. And then I also have this one, Moonshot Rêve de Paris eyeshadow palette. My friend bought this for me when I was in high school, when we were in high school, and she went to Korea, and I've literally had it ever since. Yeah, it's still really great. I really love this palette. So what I usually use now for my palettes, it depends on the day and where I'm going, but if I want like a very lightweight version of this look, I use like a combination of this peach and this kind of like dark maroon brown color, and I mix them together on the outer corners. But if I want to go for a more bold smoky eye, I use this one because it's a very dark brown, and I really like this, and I just use this on the outer corners. So I think I might use this palette for today. It's easier to work with. That one is like really pigmented, so if you put a little bit too much, you're kind of fucked. So this one's easier to layer on because the product isn't that pigmented. So I would either use this one or then this one. I think I might use both, like just mix all these three colors together, but I just use this as the base because I don't want it to be too dark. So I do that, and then I put this. Let's put a little bit of this today. And then I just go on the outer corner of my lid and I kind of just do like a shadow, if that makes sense. And I just go over like the edge. So when I put the lighter shade and then I put like concealer to kind of like do a cut crease, but not really a cut crease because it's all over the lid, it's very bright, and then you get like the contrast of the edge with it being really brown, if that makes sense. I really don't know if I'm making sense right now, but yeah, I found that this is a very nice look for me. And sometimes it depends. If I want to be very dramatic, I'll go all the way through, but if I just want a very subtle version of this look, I'll just do the edge right here. So I think I'll just do a bit more than usual, but yeah. And then also you go down here on the lower lash line also, and you blend it out a bit onto the lid. I would say it looks a bit better when you do that, just so it's like cohesive. And then you can blend it out as much as you want really, but I just tend to have it not be that blended out. I think that it looks better when it's just a bit here, if that makes sense. Do the other side. I think the most challenging part about makeup for me personally is getting it symmetrical. That's something that I struggle with on a daily basis, especially because it's like the eyebrows and then my eyeliner especially. It's like until this day, like I swear 90% of the time when I put my eyeliner on, it's not symmetrical, but it just looks good enough for me to leave the house. So yeah, and then also like this, because it's very noticeable if one side is a bit more, it's a bit darker than the other side, if you know what I mean. So it just takes a lot of skill and talent to be good at makeup. Like I really have a lot of admiration for people who know how to do makeup well and make it look symmetrical. I'm gonna wipe off the powder on my face now. I'll just do a little bit of this. I don't want to do a lot. Just a bit. Oh, Jesus. I think we're looking a bit better now. I think I'll do my highlighter now. I use 2 different highlighters, depends on my day, my mood, whatever. This is a really old one. This doesn't even have a brand on it. I bought it from wish.com. Remember when that was a thing, guys? It's like, I only bought it because it's like a heart shape, and you can see that it's been cracked and used to death. Like it only has like this little small piece in the middle that I can use, but it's like the brightest white. And I bought this one from Korea. It's the Clio Glass and Highlighter. It's more of a pinky. I really like this one. I've been using it a lot. I think I'm gonna use the white one today though, and then use this little brush. This also you could just do with your fingers, but I feel like it has more precision also because I like doing it over the lid sometimes and then doing it under, so it doesn't spread that much because it spreads a lot with your fingers. And on my nose, on the tippy top, and then on the bridge. Just for the added effect, added wowness, this Wet n Wild Sugar eyeshadow. It's literally just like pearl white. I put it on my lid where I put my concealer just to make it brighter. I don't know, I like the way that it looks. Also, I found like a lot of Gabriette's makeup is like that, where it's like super white lid and then a smoky part here on the edge. So now that we're done that, I'm gonna spray again. You want to keep everything locked and loaded, especially here when it's hot and you get sweaty. So then I go in with my eyeliner, my probably favorite, not my favorite, I don't like doing my eyeliner honestly, but I just love the way it looks on me and I just can't not use my eyeliner. So I use the NYX Epic ink liner, the pen one that's like this. They do have the one where you like twist it off and it's like 2 different parts. I don't really love that one that much because it just gets a lot of the ink on the tip. I like the inner corner to be very precise, and because it has a lot of ink you can get it precise here and it gets very blotchy. So but on other like areas it's really good, and yeah, I just found that the NYX one is just the best one and it's very precise. I love these pens, so I just do a mini one. I used to do like a really thick eyeliner, but I feel like with this makeup look, because it's already quite intense, a thin liner, it goes a long way, and it just adds like a nice touch to it. So I feel like it could look good also with brown liner, but I don't have that. But I might have to try that out. Brown liner, because the brown shadow, I think it would look really good. But we just have black right now, so. So you want to go all the way from the tip, not like the tippy tip, but like very close here, and just like make a line on the lash line. Don't extend. Why is there a bird outside my window right now? Yeah, you just want to make it very thin. I also sometimes do make like mistakes and I make it a bit thicker than it's supposed to be, but and also depends on the day. Maybe I want it thicker on that day, but yeah, usually just make it quite thin, and then you do the tail like that. And this is the hardest part, honestly, making the eyeliner look somewhat symmetrical enough. Wish me luck, guys. I cannot tell if that looks good or not. Okay, that's good. That's fine enough for me, honestly. Okay, guys, we're almost done. We only have one more step. Oh, two more steps. I use, yet again, NYX On the Rise Volume Lift Mascara. I don't fucking know. The only thing about this is that I don't think it's waterproof or smudge proof or whatever, because it usually would say on the packet or something. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter because this is the only mascara that really makes my eyelashes look so fucking huge. I have used the Essence one. It's like a blue, really thick one. Yeah, this is just my holy grail. I love it so much. If I would to recommend any mascara, I would recommend this one. I think I haven't really tried a lot of different mascaras, but again, I need affordable ones because I use mascara a lot. So I would just rather stick with that. So I just use, I don't know, this is a random, this brand is, oh, this is so gross. Catrice eyelash curler. Really, there's no, I feel like eyelash curlers, is there really a difference between any of them? I don't know. And I curl them to hell and back, guys. Like this is the most important step. If you're not curling your eyelashes to the point where like you see spots afterwards, your lashes are not going to be looking long. I'm sorry. And that's all I have to say. One side done. Do you see the difference? Wow. If I knew how to use those like individual lashes, I would put some on the end to make my lashes like very voluminous, but okay. Now, last but not least, my lips. This lip combo is how everything started in the first place, because I saw Gabriette had a MAC lip combo and I was like, I need to try that because I really want to try something new. And they don't really sell the combo kit that they have in MAC stores. I think in the US or something. They don't have them here, but I just bought them individually. So the first part is the lip pencil or lip liner in the shade Stone. It's like this grayish color. And then I use I don't actually know if this is the correct lipstick that she uses in the lip combo, but the store clerk just gave me this one and it's been working fine. I really like this shade. It's Thanks. Wait, what? Is it actually called that? 540 Thanks, it's MAC. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, it's very much like a nude lipstick. I've been using it a lot, as you can see. And then lastly is this, what is this called? Simulation Squirt Plumping Gloss Stick in the brown color. All the other colors are like green, blue, pink, and whatever. This is the only like a neutral color that they had, so yeah. And this is her lip combo, and I've really been loving it, so I'm gonna do it now. Also, a good tip that I've learned is if you don't think that your lips are looking good or your lip liner application is not looking good, you just have to sharpen it every single time. And I know that's like a big waste of the pencil, but I would rather look good. So you don't have to sharpen it to like the absolute most, but just make it pointy so the application is good. So I tend to not overline my lips. I just go with the flow. I just go with the shape of my lips, which are very thin, white lips. But sometimes I don't know. It depends on like if what I'm feeling. I might overline my Cupid's bow part here. Is that what it's called? Cupid's bow? But yeah, I just tend to not overdo it that much, if at all. So and then I sometimes put a bit more on the corners just for shadow and effect. But yeah, and lipstick. I'm sorry, I would love to look at the camera while I'm applying my makeup, but I can't see. It's too small. Last step. Last but not least, last spray of the routine. Oh, there is one more thing that I would add to my routine actually, which is on the lower lash line, I would just put a bit of eyeliner, like pencil eyeliner. So just to make my eyes pop. It doesn't have to be that extreme. It just adds, at least for my eyes, it just adds a lot of effect. And also, you can go over on the top if you feel like the eyeliner that you did before isn't that popping. It tends to fade very quickly, this liner that I put on the lower lash, so I don't put a lot in the first place. But yeah, that's all. I would do my hair like right now with this makeup. It looks really nice when I curl my hair. So I might do like a final look. I'll be back with my hair done. But thank you for watching so far. Okay, here's the final look with my hair done. So yeah, this is my fully completed. My bangs are a bit crooked still, but this is my fully completed Gabriette inspired makeup tutorial. That's all. Hope you guys enjoyed, maybe picked up some tips and tricks, I don't know. But this will be my makeup tutorial for the foreseeable future until I change my mind and come up with something else. That's all. See you in the next video. Bye bye!